Hey, Steve, can we talk for a moment?
Sure. What's up?
I heard from the boss that there might have been some conflict with colleagues recently. Is everything okay?
Yeah, there's been a bit of tension lately. You know how it is.
Yeah, I get that. Do you want to talk about what happened?
Well, it's nothing major, really. Just a difference in opinion that escalated a bit.
I see. Those things can happen. Was it with anyone specific?
Not really. Just a clash of ideas during a meeting. But it seems like it got blown out of proportion.
That happens sometimes. Miscommunications and misunderstandings can definitely make things more difficult.
Exactly. And it's not like I wanted any conflict. I just have my point of view, you know?
Of course, everyone has their perspective. Did you try to resolve it with your colleagues?
Yeah, I attempted to clear the air afterward. But you know how emotions can run high in those situations.
Absolutely. It's important to address these things sooner rather than later, though, to prevent any lingering tension.
Yeah, I agree. I'll make sure to have a chat with them again. Hopefully, we can sort things out.
That sounds like a good plan. And if you need any support or advice, you know you can count on me, right?
I appreciate that. It's good to have someone to talk to about these things.
So, Steve, I understand there was some tension during the meeting with Sarah. What exactly happened there?
Yeah, it was mainly with Sarah. We were discussing the new project timeline, and I suggested a different approach to meet the deadlines.
I see. And Sarah didn't agree with your approach?
No, she didn't. She felt strongly about sticking to the original plan, and things got a bit heated.
Understandable. Did you try to understand her perspective?
I did, but it felt like she wasn't willing to consider any other options. It became more of a clash of egos than a constructive discussion.
That's unfortunate. Maybe she felt her ideas weren't being heard either. Communication is key in these situations.
You're right. Looking back, I probably could have handled it better. I should have been more open to her suggestions.
It's a learning experience for sure. Maybe you could sit down with Sarah and have a one-on-one conversation to clear the air.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll reach out to her and see if we can find some common ground.
That sounds like a positive step forward. And if you need any assistance in facilitating that conversation, I'm here to help.
Thanks, Bob. I really appreciate your support in this matter.
No problem at all, Steve. We're a team, and it's important to work through these issues together.
Absolutely. I'll make sure to address this with Sarah and hopefully we can move past this conflict.
Sounds like a plan. Just remember to approach the conversation with an open mind and a willingness to listen.
Will do, Bob. Thanks again for your advice.
Steve, there's something else I've been meaning to bring up. I heard from a few other colleagues that Sarah has been saying some things about you behind your back.
Really? What kind of things?
Well, it seems like she's been spreading gossip about the conflict you had during the meeting. Some people have mentioned hearing her talk about how you were being unreasonable and difficult to work with.
That's disappointing to hear. I was hoping we could resolve our differences professionally.
Yeah, it's definitely not ideal. It seems like she's been venting her frustrations in an unproductive way.
I wonder why she's choosing to gossip instead of addressing the issue directly with me.
It could be a number of reasons. Sometimes people find it easier to talk about their problems with others instead of confronting them head on.
I suppose so. But gossiping doesn't solve anything. It only creates more tension and animosity in the workplace.
Absolutely. It's important to address these kinds of behaviors before they escalate further.
You're right. I'll have to speak with Sarah about this as well when I address the original conflict.
That sounds like a good plan. It's crucial to address both the conflict itself and the gossip surrounding it to ensure a positive work environment.
Definitely. I'll make sure to handle it delicately, though. I don't want to escalate the situation any further.
Of course, it's important to approach the conversation with Sarah calmly and professionally.
Agreed. Thanks for bringing this to my attention, Bob. I appreciate your support in navigating this situation.
No problem at all, Steve. We're a team, and I'm here to help however I can.
I'll keep you updated on how things progress with Sarah.
Steve, I want you to know that as your supervisor, I won't tolerate this kind of behavior in our team. Gossiping and spreading negativity not only undermine morale, but also damage trust and teamwork.
I appreciate that, Bob. It's reassuring to know that you're taking this seriously.
Absolutely. It's important for us to address these issues head on and create a respectful and supportive work environment for everyone.
Definitely. I'll make sure to address it with Sarah and make it clear that this behavior is unacceptable.
That's the right approach. And if you need any support or guidance in handling the situation, don't hesitate to reach out to me.
I just want to resolve this conflict and move forward positively.
I completely understand. Conflict is a natural part of any workplace, but it's how we address and resolve it that defines us as professionals.
Exactly. I'll do my best to handle it with professionalism and integrity.
I have full confidence in you, Steve. Just remember to stay composed and focused on finding a solution that works for everyone involved.
Will do, Bob. Thanks again for your support and guidance. I'll make sure to keep you updated on how things progress.
Steve, there's a valuable lesson in all of this.
What's that, Bob?
Conflict is inevitable in any workplace, but it's how we handle it that truly matters. Instead of letting it escalate or resorting to gossip, we should strive to address issues directly and respectfully.
That makes sense. It's easy to let emotions get the best of us in the heat of the moment, but taking a step back and approaching the situation calmly can make all the difference.
Absolutely. And it's not just about resolving conflicts, but also about fostering a culture of open communication and mutual respect. When we listen to each other and work together to find solutions, we strengthen our team and achieve better outcomes.
I couldn't agree more, Bob. I've learned a lot from this experience, and I'll definitely keep these principles in mind moving forward.
That's great to hear, Steve. Every challenge we face is an opportunity for growth and improvement. And by staying true to our values and supporting each other, we can overcome any obstacle that comes our way.
Definitely. Thanks for the wisdom, Bob. I'll make sure to apply it in both my professional and personal life.
Anytime, Steve. Remember, we're here to support each other and help each other grow. Together, we can achieve great things.